Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wooly1169.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream and welcome back, Captain of Industry. Last time we were here, we got the nuclear power plant designed and mostly built, but as things go, well, things go. It took a while to get all of the... I didn't prep ahead of time all of the parts we would need, the construction parts, and we don't have a build space really to put bigger buffers in, so that will be something we do a rebuild on. When we do a rebuild of construction parts, we'll make sure that we have more space for more parts, but at that point I think we'll probably also have all the stuff coming in via train rather than via the via truck. So that'll be kind of part of the train build, I think. But it's ready to go now. We just need to start importing the uranium and spin the thing up and see if it explodes. Honestly, who knows? And then from there, we do need to set up the new, or one of the new processes for graphite making from carbon, and then we can get into the new smelting layer. And I think we'll be able to do most, if not all of that tonight, maybe even more. But before we can do well, or at some point while we're doing all that, we're probably going to have to do a little bit of terraforming work, because I just noticed that this Russia-shaped iron patch is pretty much all gone at the level we're mining at the surface level. So we're going to have to build some walls and start eating away at the ground here to get back at some more iron. We do have a fair amount buffered up here, but it's not a crazy amount. It's like less than 4,000. So, and we do have a little bit more to mine in this area here, a little bit over there yet, but it's going to be pretty quick that we're going to need to have this. So we're going to have to do that plan as well. But I think we could start with the nuclear power, bringing in the uranium, which means going out to the world map. I did already do the build here, and it does make 72. So we can unpause this and send in the people, which was 50, so I have 56 people left. And then this will start gathering that stuff when it's time, when there's enough available, which is going to be a little while because the boat carries 2,000 and we're making 72 per minute. So yeah, right there we just made the first 72. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but we should be okay. In anticipation for building the rest of this at some point, whether we do it soon or not, I don't know. But in anticipation, I did add another storage for purple parts. That'll get us up to 800 or so out of the 1,100 we need for this thing. So we'll still have to kind of build more, but I think that's worth it. And I think, you know what else is worth it, is really to add a second one for each of these, especially this one here. Maybe we don't need one for white parts. Maybe we do want one for yellow parts. White parts we can make so fast, and we don't need them as much anymore, because they're kind of just used for some of the early game stuff. We probably don't need another buffer for that, but these three could probably use it. So we'll have that. That way we have a bit more in storage. That'll slow down the production of the last few purples, but it's fine too. So we'll let that go. And then I think we should maybe start working on the wall for this. It is all pretty much leveled out. We have a little bit up here to level out yet. But it's all pretty much leveled out in the iron area, so we can at least do the top and the sides and stuff like that. What I want to do, though, is turn on the layer mode, and I want to count a little bit of this, so to see what we have here on the edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly 10, which means I want to go exactly that far away from it. This one looks like it's probably about 10 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 actually. So that one I need to go further away. So we need to block there for that one. This one here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We do need to do that, which we'd already planned for. That's good. Good, it's good, it's good, it's good. You go there, so that means that's got to be squared off. This needs to go out by 3, so we have to go that far. This one here was pretty small. It's more than 5 though. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we still need to dig down 2. I'm not going to go in there because that's a waste of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can do 2 for that one. And I'm not going to actually come over here. I'm going to go over here. This one was 3, right? Yes, right? No, 2 for this one. So we can go out by 2, and that means we need to square that off. And you also then. You are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's another 2, so we can square that off. This one over here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Oopsie. So that one's fine to be 2 as well. But we got plenty of room here, so we'll go like this for now. And then you are short, but you're more than 5, so we got to go out 2 as well for you. We're not going to tuck back in there once again, so we're going to go at least go this way. You are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That one needs 3, which means going out like 1, 2 there. Which means that you need 2. I can see that from here, so we'll go out that far. We'll do this as well, and then we can come back in a little, but I don't want to come back in too far. That one's also a 2. We'll do this, which means this and that. These ones we'll just cut across here. Guess we could go like this, but you are going to be a big one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, just 10. Okay, so we can just keep going like this. That one's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can go all the way across here. Those are all the same height. That one is short. That one could actually go like this. But I want to make sure that it's friends, neighbors. 8, 9. That one's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That one's fine as well. So we're fine here. Just 1. This one's also fine with just 1, but that one's going to need 2, so we have to go there. This way, like this. You're fine with just 1, so we need this at least. You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, just 1. You need 1, and you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you need to be 2. In that case, I'm going to just do this. I'm going to square this off. Just for my own sanity. I think I'll actually do a little bit more here. No, it should be fine. It should be fine, but also I do see iron here on the surface. And I want to cover that as well. So let's go like this as well. Up here, I want to do the same thing. So we'll do this. I'm going to go out here like this. I'm going to do this and that. Now, the tiny little bit that's on the surface isn't all that absolutely necessary. But I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, I'm going to square these off just because it makes it easier when you're doing walls to have fewer corners. Let's see, you are, what were you again? 6, so you need to go down by 2. That's fine. Then this goes in there somehow. We'll see how that goes. But this gives me an edge. I want to turn mining and dumping back on. Because this gives me the ability to mark... Okay, well, I already did this, so let's just do that. It gives me the ability to have these marked like that, so that I can just put the walls right there, rather than what I was doing previously when we were doing walls. Oops, I didn't want to do it that way, though. You cannot be a wall. That wall. You have to be a different kind of wall. You go there, you go here. You go there, you go here. See, this is why... Yeah. Zuarola, welcome in. 1789. You've been around for a while. How you doing? Come in. You go here, and then we need a 3 again. Here. Then we need a couple of pieces here, I guess. The only thing I didn't plan for was we need to put a ramp in here too. So we should do that. Goes away. You do another 3 here. Ramp. Probably here. So let's take these out. See how that works out for us, though. This goes here. This, like that. And then you'll be different kind of corner. You'll be good. Let's put a thing here just to simplify that corner a bit. And then this will go here with one of you there. This goes here also. Do a couple of these, and then do some of these. Sorry. And you go there, and you go here. And then I think I'll wait from there. Let's grab an inside corner. I can swipe one from this. Probably somewhere else too, but this is good. Put that in all these. Oops, wrong thing. I swiped one from here too. Wally, you're an idiot. From here. That. Let's see, you. Oh, that's why I don't have to rotate it 14 times. There. There. Oh, no, undo that. Right, I'll come back to you. Oops, oh, this is probably going to put the... That's going to end up being different, probably, so I'm going to probably take that out again. I botched that one. Here. Go. Like that. And then we need the outside corners that are just simple corner blocks. Oops. And I'll have to come down here too, but we can figure that out a bit later. You go in there, you go in here. You go here, here, here. There, and then we'll figure that out. All right, so if I'm going to do the ramp here, ramp, that's not going to work out super duper well, but if I move this up a bit, there, then I can put the ramp in here, which will be better. Which means you get dug out as well. Ramp gets, let's see. Eventually, we got to go down to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have to go down all 3 here. Although this one doesn't. Let's see. Name was already taken back then. The 1789 was just good to remember. The year when the French Revolution happened. Nice. I figured it was something along that line. But I thought it would be funnier to accuse you of being that old. Let's see. 4 there for a turnaround. You need 1, 2, 3. So you have to clear that. Now let's just start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so that's where the ramp starts. Which means that all of this, all the way back here. It would be nice, though, to be that old. That's where the ramp starts, you said, right? Yes, that's what I said. This goes here. Oh, you're going to clear up those things? I kind of don't really care if you do that. I'm going to help. There you go. So this here comes out. We'll borrow this one to put in there. And that'll be the top level. Hey, yep. Okay. So I'm ready to go. Let's make all that so. At least I hope I'm ready to go. All that so. Make it so. It's so. I missed a spot right there. How are we doing on uranium? We have it. That's good. We are crushing it. Looks like just barely. Looks like it just came here because there isn't any on this chute. And you've been waiting for it. Yeah, we just caught it. That was good timing. Not even trying. Let's see. So you're making yellow cake. We gotta follow this whole process because, yeah, it's gonna be atrocious otherwise. So yellow cake. Yellow cake. And you're spitting out the yellow cake. You're spitting out the toxic slurry. Toxic slurry comes all the way down and into here. And that uses one batch at a time. Okay. Meanwhile, yellow cake should have gone into these two at even amounts. Yep. And you are full of that. You don't have any brine. Oh, I forgot. You know what I forgot? I forgot the offshore pumps. Seawater pumps. They go in... Actually, let's figure out where they go in. They go in there. Actually, I do want this at this level, because I want to ramp over it. I'm going to come too far, so that I can see what I want to do here, which is going to be this, so take out two of these. Yeah, it's fine. I flipped it. It's fine. And then flip it again to go there. Oh, these are the... Yeah. That's fine. And then you'll go like this. And we need a ramp. Rocks. There we are. Need a ramp here. Make it so... Actually, make it all so... It's fine. Alright. You're making the seawater. You're going to make the brine. We need to have a brine dump as well that I forgot about. The excess. Actually, I wonder if then... Pause for a moment. Waste management, liquid dump. You look like that. I hope there are no tsunami in the game. There are not. No. Take that out. Let's take this out. Unity, that please. Liquid dump goes in... Oops, I moved it too far. Good thing I didn't plan too much ahead here. And then you'll come continuing this way and do this. And then you'll go like this. You're referring to the tsunami because it's on the coast here. Already out already? Good, I planned on that. And you need invalid placement. You need to dump brine. Why is that complaining about invalid placement? There's some conflict with these guys and these guys, probably. It looks like it. It's too bad. Alright, well, we'll do this then. It'll be fine. Delete that, delete this again. And put this in here. Make it so. Alrighty. So we should have... Oh, right, we need some steam, some depleted steam, too, to get this thing started. Is that going to be a problem? Maybe. Maybe not. Let's see. Alright, so you have yellow cake. Somehow you got more. You're waiting for hydrofluoric. Oh, I missed a spot there. we go. That's why you're waiting. You can't output any more toxic slurry. You're making hydrofluoric still. You should have output stuff. Yes. Okay, that kicked that off. Remind you of the event back, yeah. Wonder if I should do this. Priority out steam. These before they go to the cooling towers. Alright, but we do have some nuclear fuel. So we have enough to run for 2 minutes. Wait, you say not enough fuel? You need water, though. I need to seed this with some fresh water. Alright, let's, not loose. Fluid. Fresh water goes in here in the middle. Okay. I can probably just do this. Let's just do a Mark II pipe. Like that. Since it's only temporary, who cares? Do that, please. And let's bring in water. Bring in water. Let's do Unity on those two, though. Yeah, you're referring to the Japanese nuclear issue? Mm-hmm. Alright, all those walls got built. That's good. Once we either finish up with the mining out here, or we run out. Oh, we're almost out, actually. We've run out. Let's get digging down here then. Take this out, because that's going to be our path. We'll put one of these here, and then we'll dig down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Level it off. And dig in here pretty quickly. Like that. All this stuff that I made level 4 can all be removed, at least up to there-ish. And at least down to there-ish. Till we figure out what we're going to do. And then I need you two to get over there ASAP. Start digging. Your priority is on irons. That's probably fine to stay where you're at, but this one needs to move. Get over there. We need to not run out of iron ore. We have at least an abundance of both steel and iron for right now. I don't know how long that's going to last. How is this going? You have water now. You have a bit. We'll seed a little bit more in there. Actually, that's enough. Turn this off. Don't want to fill that up too much. Okay, let's see how this goes. Engage. You still say not enough fuel. You only need one rod, and there's 2 in there. Maybe you need to have 16 units of fuel to operate. Okay. Crap. So I need a source of brine to get rid of this, or I need a temporary storage for this. Let's go with the latter. Oh yeah, that's great right there. Unity, unity, unity. That way it buffers up, and we can continue making yellow cake, so we can get at least 16 fuel stored. All right. Meantime, this basically filled up, which might not be the greatest thing, because this is a closed system. I might have to pull some of the water back out of this. Let's be prepared to do that by flipping you around, but I'll just have to flip this pipe around, and that'll pull some of the water out of it. Alrighty, I see the ship left again. You just keep on a-crushing. And we already have a little bit of this depleted uranium building up. I think as long as this one's still finding iron ore to pick up, it will keep working out here, although it looks like it may have run out, so I'm not sure that that's the case. I might need it to get over there sooner. But it looks like it's going to do its own damn thing. And we are completely out of iron ore now in mining storage. Over here we do have... Oh, that's not iron ore. Over here we do not have any. So we are done making iron and steel for right now until this gets resolved. Which is probably good that we're not doing any research. Wait a minute. I missed a spot here. Oh, I see what happened. This guy needs to go away and get put back as that guy. Unity, please. There's 20, or there was 20 depleted uranium built up in this lift. Whoopsie. There we go. And that's why I wanted to check the whole thing out. This one's fine, though. That one's fine, and this one's been working. Eight fuel and counting. Oh yeah, we have to be to that point. Makes sense. Actually, this should deplete on its own. I shouldn't have to pull any out. I think. We'll see. Marshall, welcome in. How are you doing this evening? Thanks for claiming first. Yep, they're both going to town over here now. That's good. I'll get them back out here to do this final cleanup once we get some iron mined up and stored, which won't take very long to get it stored. Get some stored up. It'll be fine. We'll be fine because we're not really using a whole lot of steel and iron right now, and we do have a decent buffer of it, so we'll be all right. And these have backed up, so we aren't even using it for that. Clothes in the dryer, and the cat wants cuddles. Sounds like a good evening, I guess. Up to 12 now, and counting. So we are producing one of these. Two of them every 60 seconds. And we use one of them every 120 seconds per level. Thanks for the follow, Bloodfighter KO. Welcome in. Let's see. 2, and that's 2 every 60, which is half times 4 every 60. Checking my numbers, making sure I didn't screw it up. 14. What's up now? Backed up on slurry again? Oh, jeez. That's not great. Fudge. Dang it. Okay. I will do another one of those tanks. Those bypass tanks right here. Or, surplus tanks or something tanks. Make it so. And we'll just... We'll when we clean those... When we clean that out, we'll just delete those. It'll be fine. Come on. Need just a little bit more. And if I would have... Yeah. If I would have balanced this properly, we would have been fine. But it's because this one of them wasn't working because of this pipe. Yeah, it's all messed up now. It'll be all right, though. Oh, wow. We are almost full on uranium. We're only using half right now of what we're mining because we're only using 36, which is 36, and we are mining 72. And we're actually not even going to use 36. We're going to use half of that for a little while. All right. There we go. Almost go. There it is now. Means you'll go now. And there's those. And now we should have 16. Why do you only say 15? Should have been 16. Unless that was one getting loaded in here, but we'll wait till this next craft is done. It'll be done in a moment. It'll be fine. There's 2 that come out of there, so this should now say 17, right? Yeah, weird. Okay, let's fire it up, see what happens. The heat's coming up now. And as we get to green... Then steam will come out and we'll start spinning all the things here. There we go. We're making power. All right, now we need to adjust power priorities. So these guys are at 5 because these are burn and waste. These need to be at 6 because they are the next level production that I want. And then these ones here will be at 7. And these ones here need to be at 8. Let's adjust these first down to 8. And we'll do a V copy there. Yep. And then we come over here and we do a 7. And we V copy that one. All right. These should start spinning now, right? There they go. Look at that. Nuclear power. Okay, so this should start. There goes the steam. It is backing up over here. Wait a minute, what the hell? Outputting water is full. Did I screw up an output pipe? Probably. That's water. That. Yes, I did. This here. It's connected to the wrong splitter. Unity build that, please. Even so, this is still going to process that steam into water to keep this thing going. But that was a problem. Although still seems to not be working. Oh, somehow I got Brian in there. Delete, please. That's the problem there. Got Brian in there. We need to delete that. We got a problem. There we go. Oof! Almost melted down already. Wait a minute. Why? Still got Brian in there. Where the hell is that coming from? Keep an eye on that. I think it's okay now. I think there was some in a buffer in here that you can't get at. The pressure turbine needs output steam depleted. We are. Yeah, you can't output enough water. This is what I was afraid of. I think it'll be okay. It's just a balance thing right now. Because I had this extra water buffered in here. Yeah, I think it's fine. Alright, we have nuclear power. We're not using much of it. So winding it up faster does not really benefit me any. You're still chugging away. You, coal power, should probably never chug again much. Much at all. Probably at all. And even you... Wait, why are you still spinning? 7. 6. You don't have enough inertia. Okay, we're still dealing with balancing this out. That's fine. Takes a little bit of time. Nice blue Shrenkov radiation. Oh yeah, good point. Nice. Alright, these are spinning now, which means that you should hopefully not be. You are not. Good. Alright. So we gotta kind of balance itself a little bit. This stuff's gonna accumulate and back up, the uranium rods, because we are producing enough uranium to run this at level 2. And we are... Make sure that I'm right on that. I am right on that. Okay, it does produce... Yeah, 192. Okay, good. We are producing enough to run at level 2 on this side, and then building all this to run level 2 on that side. We didn't build for level 3 because I know there's some rebuild coming down the pipeline later. So, yeah. Alright, you should be, hopefully, destroying this sludge. Hopefully, you should be destroying it 3 times faster than we can produce it. Hopefully. We're waiting on products, though. Why is that taking so long? Oh, you know why? Because this pipe... Yeah, this pipe's going to be upgraded. We can process 108, but we were only pushing in 60. So that's part of the problem. You need to be upgraded to drain that out. Hopefully this one will be okay. I think it will be okay. Although I actually need to upgrade this as well. You're waiting on now, Brian. I'm wondering if I should have done a brine input buffer here. I probably could still fit it in. If I were clever, I could still fit it in. Yeah, I could do this. Take out this and that. Unity, please. Let's take one of these and do this like that instead. Flip it. No, put it there. And then we'll do this. I think. Maybe one of these. And, like this. And then you'll come down. Let's see, not max level, down by 1. You'll come down all the way to here, and then down into here, like that. And then make all that so. Delete this one. You get to just be reset. And make that so. That way we can buffer up a bit of brine down here. Which I should have done previously anyway. We are making 6, 2, 3, 4, eventually 6 times 8, which is 48, which is still just a single pipe, so that should be okay. Sand mine needs some help? Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, good. Let's take out this here. Big swath of that. How bad is it looking for steel? Okay. Iron? Okay. Iron's actually great because that's the line I drew it at anyways. So probably just cleaned out its internal buffers. It looks like we are getting a little bit because there's some coming in. Crushing. Yeah, we are digging in a little bit. You are not the iron priority, but you are, and that's fine. We are getting a little bit. Excellent. I definitely don't need this anymore. Let the trucks deal with that. We need more brine. Oh, that's probably what it is. Okay, make that so, and let's change this out to be water. Oh. Iron ore is indeed accumulating. Not enough yet. Like, we're still filling in this buffer, which is completely empty. But there is inbound anyways. Yeah, and that's looking like they're doing a real good job there. Might need to mark some more of this, though. Let's push down this way to, say, there. And then maybe come this way a bit also. See if we can fill up our buffers with that. This could get dealt with also. Flip you. Flip you. Delete, delete, delete. I'm going to set an alarm on this. Something we haven't done yet. I just need to remember how to do it. There it is right here. Set alerts when it's too full. Notify if greater than 75% full. Mark, welcome in. We're going to do the same thing over here. Notify if greater than 75% full. That way, when these get nearly full, I get notified, and we can add another storage to whichever one fills up first. How you doing, Mark? Which I think is going to be this one. Because it's already at 5, this one's at 1. And we might end up having to dump this someplace. We'll have to figure that part out later. Good. Good, 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 good. Alrighty. We have you're working, you're working. Where's the dirt's that deep? We actually had didn't hit rock until here. Alrighty, that's great. We got nuclear power now, Mark. Actually might not be enough to keep the inertia going, though. We may have to go up to level 2 just to keep the inertia going. Green, yes. Green energy. Alright, yeah, we're flushing a bunch of water now. If I can get this buffered up with brine over here a bit, and I'll feel much better about this. Yeah, that just emptied out already. That did not take long at all. Down here we are emptying this as well. Let's flip this pipe. Means that this will empty out. It already is. We delete that now. We can delete this pipe now. Yeah. We can delete this pipe now. And this one here can be downgraded. Didn't actually need to upgrade all those pipes because we were only producing 36, so the other 24 would have been pulled out of the system, the storage anyways. Alright, so we have, yeah, this is working now. We just needed that brine. So, a couple of tweaks to the design. Not bad, considering. I haven't built nuclear power in, like, whatever it's been, 2 years? Something like that. Yeah, you just aren't producing enough inertia. If you enjoy going nuclear, maybe check out the RBMK 1000 simulator. What's that? Let's knock this down a bit. I want to see, not that. This one. I want to try to accumulate some inertia. See if it'll hold or not. It may not hold just because this is really designed for double. And we're not running at 2 yet. This is supposed to run at 6. 36. You're getting pretty close to being there. Alright, let's put these back at 6 now. Yeah, I don't think we are... I don't think it's not producing enough steam to maintain inertia because we have so much. Yeah, we're not maintaining enough steam. We're gonna have to go up to level 2. But I want to let the things accumulate a bit more first. So it's fine. Every once in a while, we're probably kicking this on again. I'm okay with it. It's got to run a little bit anyway to get the inertia going on those. Alrighty, so you're doing well. Good to see. Still picking up everything we're making, which is not surprising, but we are at least buffering now, which is good. Everything's backing up. We have buffered up those things, so I think we are safe at least for now. Although we do need to finish addressing the rest of these walls. You need to go there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. 2, 3, 4. 3 here. Any? I don't know what's in there. If there's actually anything really there or not, because it's not indicated. Let's take this though. I'll go out to there. These can come out. These can come out. This like that, I guess. Yeah, something like that will be the wall. Use some of these. We can make another wall here. Smaller swath here. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. There. Here. And there. Three of those. Actually, no, only 2 of those. Here and there. There. Continue along this way. To somewhere in the neighborhood of that. We need 1 here. And 1 here. And I need an inside corner. There. 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 And here. An outside corner. There. 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 And there. And there. I'd make that so. Then we'll go from there. Yep, we're starting to flow into the overflow now. So we're good on mining iron again. You're good as well. All right, let's take a look at that new process, I think, for carbon recycling. CO2 recycling. What this gives us is the ability to turn carbon dioxide into graphite. We're getting a bunch of carbon dioxide from our oil refineries. And we've been venting it into the atmosphere for the entire time. But now we can turn it into graphite. We can also combine hydrogen and carbon dioxide to make ethanol and water. It's kind of interesting. I mean, it makes sense chemically, but it's kind of an interesting plan, I guess. But let's do this. Chemical plant 2. It is not made in a chemical plant 1, I believe. Turn this off. Actually, what do we have left for research stuff to build? 1, 2. Yeah, we're probably all right for a while tonight. Let's take a look at chemical plants. That's going to be here, among other places. And we do not have that particular graphite recipe here. So we have to make this into 2. Let's go ahead and set one of these up someplace. This looks like a good enough spot here. And we can pick that recipe. There. This takes in 144 carbon dioxide. We are making 8 times 24. 192 carbon dioxide here at most when this is running. We have 2 of those. So each one of these is going to produce, we're going to need to have two of these at each one of these spots, collecting the carbon dioxide there. We are also making carbon dioxide in a few other places, which I don't remember where. Although we could find out. Go here and right click. We could find out in a couple of ways. Well, obviously that. Wait, up here. What makes carbon dioxide? Exhaust scrubber. We're going to actually do some exhaust scrubbing. So, yes. Fermentation of sugar is making carbon dioxide. We are making that. We are doing that for medical supplies. So yes, we have that. We're making carbon dioxide from our cement because we're burning. No, we're not. We're making steam from our cement because we're burning hydrogen. And then some of the boiling there. So there's not actually much. It's really just at the moment fermentation. Here. Where the heck? Here. No. It means NOLA. Oh, here. Here's where it is. No, that's not it either. This is just making sugar. We're doing the fermentation here. Yeah, we're venting it right now. All right, so we're going to have to cart that around. So what I want to do, we could do this a couple of different ways. Because it's such a large quantity of carbon dioxide, being made into a relatively small amount of graphite. I'm going to make this locally at the particular oil refineries. So we want to have 2 of these here. Like that or so. This pipe that's coming out of here will plug into those. I also want to have a tank here for drop-offs. And then we'll put that into a box that looks like this one here. Only is not this one here. You know what? Let's go with the big one. Unit storage. Let's do a 3, though. I don't have the ambition for bigger. Let's go like exactly like that. That'll be carbon. Graphite. And then this pipe here. I think I'd like to move this closer. Yeah, let's shut you down. Go away. Move this down. That, I think. And then this will go into there. Huh? Oh, that's totally what I wanted, game. Thank you. F. Into there. And into there. And, make it so. And then I want to have a fluid storage 2 here. I think that's all we're going to actually need. Let's do it like this, maybe. With, are you a pipe 2? Alright, that's fine. Pipe 2 connecting like that. And you're going to be carbon dioxide. Bring it all in, please. And make it so. And there we go. Backed up on it a little bit, probably somewhere. Maybe not now. It wouldn't take long because we're not using a whole lot of hydrogen right now. Yeah, that's good. And then we'll take a copy of this build, like so, I guess, and bring it down here to the other one. Delete that. That. Unity that, please. And then we will attach this there. And I'm still going to have the tank here to bring extra in, and that'll be fine. just because we have an abundance of it. The only thing that I wish you could do in this game that you can't, well, maybe not the only thing, but one major thing here is I wish I could measure how much graphite we have in storage, or, you know, wirelessly kind of in the network, and then decide whether or not I want to continue producing it here in order to keep it available in this box. The only thing that I can do for this would be to belt it out of this one into this one. Oh, not enough workers. Of course not. Let's pause one of these. Actually, let's pause one of these. I think. And guess we bring in more workers, which means an upgrade to level 3 of the housing there. What I could do here is I can actually tell trucks to keep this full. I could, though, do this. Yeah. Let's do that, which means that it'll export this first, I think. But they won't bring it into these. They will bring it into that one, but that's okay. I think that'll work anyway. We'll see. Alright, how's this going? It's backed up now. That's good to see. Should we go to level 2? How's this going, by the way? Empty? Empty. Flip this back. Delete this. Delete that. Delete this. And then that'll just be a straight pipe into there because this is going to consume more than we need. This is backed up now. That's great. I don't know that we need to keep dumping the fresh water, though. So let's reverse this pipe, but not take it out yet. We'll see if we even need it. I don't think we shouldn't. As long as the brine stays up to level. We'll see. Make the change of fermentation export instead of vent? Not yet. Nope. I forgot about it, but not yet. And you did understand correctly. I just forgot. So we do a fluid storage there. Come on. Actually, I can just do it like this. That'll be fine. And then we do carbon dioxide here, and we get rid of it. Guess I could just force it. Get lost. And you're only making 16 a minute, so mark 1 pipe is plenty here. 1. And Unity, make it so. And we're only, like I said, we're only getting 16, and we may not even be getting that much. We're not. We're only using 4.5 of this. We're making 12, so we're really only getting a little over 1/3 of that, so we'll call it 6. But that's fine. The most important thing is the thing we haven't done yet, which I guess maybe we should do before we get into the next bit. Let's also delete chemical plant, and that is back here, exhaust filtration. We can turn exhaust and water into sulfur and carbon dioxide. However, at this point in time... Oh, wait. Maybe we do need sulfur. Maybe not. At this point in time, we have an abundance of sulfur, so I don't necessarily want to do that. It's kind of interesting. This recipe consumes twice the materials, plus some limestone, to produce just twice the amount of outputs. I guess it's just an accelerant in this situation. I don't know if I want all the extra sulfur, though. But I guess the question is, if I can turn 240 exhaust into 6 sulfur, is it worth it? 240 exhaust into 6 sulfur. So 240 exhaust. Let's see. Find me an exhaust pipe here. Over here some. 440 exhaust is half as much air pollution. So that's 120 air pollution. Burning sulfur. 6 sulfur would result in 24 air pollution. I think it's worth it to make the sulfur, even if we just burn it. There's only a few places, though, that's probably worth doing. Here we're making 72. Oh, and the other thing. The other thing is we have to... we cannot truck exhaust. There is no option for storing it. You cannot store exhaust in a fluid storage, or any other storage for that matter. But you cannot store exhaust. So if you're going to do this, you have to do it near, you have to do it at, or you have to pipe the exhaust all the way to where you're going to do exhaust scrubbing. So that makes exhaust scrubbing somewhat not worth it, because you have to build an exhaust scrubber everywhere you want to do it. But for me, it's kind of going to be where is the biggest bang for the buck. So this here, we aren't providing this much trash. We're making here waste. Waste pressed is fine even. We're producing 28 waste, pressed waste, which means that we are producing a little more than half of this, so we'll call it 40 of that at most. That means that I can run that process once every 6 cycles. Is that worth it? And then we have to deal with the steam, which we can deal with the steam. We just pipe that into a low pressure turbine and we're good to go on that one. But then that also still produces exhaust. Oh, this only produces slag. That's why it binds up. Okay, well that fixes my math a little bit then. 240 exhaust is going to produce 120 pollution. 6 sulfur is going to produce, what was it again? $24. Plus another 24. So that's 48 versus 120. It's still worth it to burn, to scrub it. Still worth it. So we could do it here. It would run every 6 ticks, every 6 processes, every 6 minutes. We could do that. We don't have any exhaust here. Don't have any there. Shouldn't have any here besides the meat we're burning, which we're actually not going to be burning for very much longer. Actually, not burning it off anyway, because this would need to be full to burn it. Oh, I need to also... Oh, I need to renovate this, but I put in a... I forgot to tell you or show you all. I put in a thing. This will accept any surplus diesel. This is set to output all diesel. So any diesel that's made over there will be brought over here and piped into here, which gets put into the cracking. But there's no exhaust here. No exhaust here. They're burning hydrogen. Most of it's going to come from here. Steel is producing a fair amount. We'll call it 36 times 4. Which is 144. Plus 36 times 2. Well, so I guess 72. That's 216. Plus copper, which is also, I think, 36 times 2. Yeah. Plus another 72. Which is 288. That's where we definitely need to do exhaust scrubbing, is in smelting. We have a little bit here in glass. It's another 24 times 2, 48. That wouldn't be too bad to do. But we also have a rebuild of smelting coming up. So I think it may be better. No, that's burning. That's burning. It may be better to just wait till we do this rebuild and then figure it out from there. I think that's a good plan. Let's take a look at that instead and put this exhaust scrubbing on pause. Actually, let's not take a look at that yet. Let's take a look at sausage production first. This one's fairly easy. We need meat trimmings, flour, and salt to make sausage. We can also turn chicken carcasses directly into meat trimmings, which we will do to make sure we have enough meat trimmings. We have the carcasses coming out here. They're going into there. We need to rebuild that all a little bit. Flour, though, I don't think... Yeah, we're not currently buffering flour. So I need to move these so we can put a buffer box in for flour. Let's start with that idea. Chill with the baking unit needs output bread message. Move there. There. Now, unit storage 2 should be plenty. Go there. You're only outputting 16. How much are you using? 16? Yeah, but we're not making it constantly, so this is fine. Eventually we'll want another one of these, though. Wait a minute, you're not even connected? Oh, you were connected over here, weren't you? Yeah. Then we can do this. And you can go actually over by one. You can go like that. And you can go like this. And make those changes so. We might have a wheat problem. I don't think I need those vegetables anymore. Let's swap this out for wheat. I've been upgrading corn. Might still have a corn problem. We're using a lot of corn for making corn snacks. Yeah. Alright, good. We're buffering this up a little bit now. Let's take a look at what we can do to change this around. So we know we need to have 2 food processors. Actually, let's do some research first. Start some research first. Let's see. Computing. Aluminum. Whatever these are here would be fine. Ship armor would be good. Recycling edict, sure. Microchips eventually. This one 2 and that one 3. Alright, that'll be a good buffer of storages or things going. Food processor is this? Yeah, let's just do that. We need one making carcasses into meat trimmings. And then we need another one making sausages. You just need the carcasses. And you need the salt and the flour. So you and you need salt. You and you need carcasses. You also need meat trimmings. We're no longer going to import meat trimmings into this, which means this is completely dead now. Because we were doing meat trimmings and biomass. We took the biomass out. So yeah, this is completely dead now. Let's go ahead and delete that. And this, and this, and this. Leave that there, that'll be fine. So bring it back here. We'll let them bring it back here. I think I should still buffer it coming out of this, and then have the balancer there between this buffer and this to make sure that we don't make a surplus there. We need more carcasses though. Because we are not making enough meat. No, we are not. How much meat are you eating? Well, the sausages will help, so we have to be careful with that. 5.2 right now. We'll say that means we need 10 carcasses. Yeah, so I do need to step this up. We're going to need more carcasses anyway. Alright, so how do I want to organize this? Anybody else need water? No, just you need water. Maybe we do... Let's do a sketch. You'll go here, you'll go there. Still. This goes maybe more like this then. Let's see. You get carcasses after this one. Maybe we do a split on that? Or something. You're making scrap, you're coming in here, you're coming out there. No. This needs to be over here, this needs to be here. Something like that. This should be flipped, maybe? Oopsie. Oh, crap. You, here, flip it. Like that. It's the salt here, and the salt also goes in here. Let's flip that one as well. Put it up here. Then that puts the meat on the inside of this, which I don't really like. Also puts that carcass way down there. Well, this one can be flipped too. Yeah. Not that that helps a whole lot. But I guess I could turn the meat and take it up the lift like this, and then take it out here someplace. Water can just come in and get dropped in there. Salt comes in over here then. The scrap coming out of this one, this would need to get moved, which we could do maybe something like this then. But I can still have this scrap bucket. This before that gets full. Maybe we do it like this. That's fine. And then a U-shaped balancer in here. I gotta get the salt over here too. Could do that. We could put the salt up a bit. It's gonna go higher than that though. Oh, that was right. Okay. Coming from wherever I put the salt bucket in, maybe over here. This meat box then would go maybe out here someplace. That'd be okay. We could do this. We need flour to come in over here then. I can handle. Like that. Salt is going in there. Meat comes in here. So I don't actually need this third one. In that case, let's move you up by one. No, I can't do that. Unless I moved you up by one too, which I could actually do. Do that and this, and we'll still bring meat in here, or scrap in there. This one will be going this way somehow. That comes from there and is prioritized. This goes into there. This comes in here. This one I'm going to move, and this one I'm going to move. Just to tighten it up. I like that okay. We'll also have a flat balancer here. Managing the carcasses, so they go into this one first, and that one second. I'm okay with that. So that's my sketch. I need to redo all this stuff to accomplish that, though. Which means breaking a few eggs. That and this. This goes, this goes. I need to force it to remove that salt, though. And then we'll bring it back. The new build. Delete these guys. Delete part of this pipe. Maybe from here back. Delete, 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 delete. And then this one I'll just move. Let's see, pause now, because we've removed all the things. Take this, rotate it, flip it, and that goes... goes here. Unpause. Repause. This here goes there. The priority out right there. Let's see, we're only making 10. It'll be a long time before we have 60. This should be fine. You go like this and into there. This guy can move down a bit. Same with you. Just get them out of the way a little. They'll get moved again, but that's okay. Actually, they'll get deleted and rebuilt, I think. This one here just goes. I'm not going to connect this belt up yet. Actually, I could. Oh, wait. We'll wait on that. That goes there. This is actually you. I think I'm going to rebuild that one. You'll go there. This needs to be no pickups. Drop-offs for now for us to take that one out. You are where we... Nope, we can't do that yet. Do this one first. Do this one first. There, I think. Nope, over by one more. Also down by one? No, it was right. And then this goes here. And this goes here. And then you come down right in there. This one I can just move, although there's nothing in it anyways, but I can move it anyway. Like that. And then I need one of these right here. I think that's everything except for the salt bucket that needs to come over here someplace. And the water pipe. Move yous, guys, like that. Let's see, you're producing up to 15, a whole 15 meat. So we'll go across. Let's do this first then. We need to have a... Oop, right there. You go in there. Go in... Whoa! Go in there. You go in there. You go in there. Yep. You go here. Go there. This is priority in from the bucket. This goes here. Oh, wait a minute. Downgrade that. We don't need super fast. U-shape 1 comes out here. Because we don't need super fast. And then it's just salt. Which I deleted. Let's see. That's one of these. Don't know what I want to do with it yet. How much salt do you need? Tiny amounts. Okay. Let's see. You. Maybe we just put it in. Here. Like that. You go from there to there and into there. And then this salt goes in like that. Salt. Full. Unpause. And I just need one belt here later. Am I safe to remove my sketch? Probably. Goodbye. I'm doing this because they produce more animal feed. May end up changing that anyway. Got to demand here. And then I need also an output box for sausages. You can go right there. Making sausages. Like that. Eventually we'll need a second one of these, which will throw a huge wrench in this process. But that's okay. You can go ahead and put this in, because I did a priority anyways. Oops. Got that. Something's wrong here, though. Oh, it's not. Never mind. Never mind. Something just finished. Basic computing just finished. And you need flour. You know what I didn't do? That. Has all the meat been brought in here? Yes. Alright, so we can turn this off now too. We no longer need the trucks to be able to deliver it there. It probably wouldn't hurt to keep it on, but also if flour coming in, that's good. And this is how the sausage is made. Alright, we have sausage. So now we need another one of these. Okay. Sausage. Sausage. There we go. And then the only other food we need to make is cake. That we know about, at least. Which... when did that get unlocked? Or do we not have it yet? We unlocked it when we unlocked fruit. Oopsie. Yeah, that's the other kind of cake. And so is that. So yeah, we need to make cake yet. We couldn't make it at first because it took something. It's probably made in a food processor, right? No. What is that? This one? Yeah. Cake. Baking unit. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. We couldn't make it till we had canola oil, I think. Or sugar, whichever one we got last. Sugar, I think. So we do need to make this too. We should probably just make it now. I'm putting off the other things, but what are you going to do? Alright, let's design ourselves a little build for cake here. Baking unit. Because that will also lessen the load on the crafting of snacks, which is currently using all of our corn and a bunch of potatoes. Let's see. This reduced our meat demand down to 3.9. And also reduced our egg demand. I don't know. Unclear. Yeah. Unclear how you get more carcasses than eggs. Like how you can make these things produce more carcasses and less eggs. I don't know if you can or not, but I'm interested in that if you can. What were we doing again? Oh yeah, baking. Baking the caking. We need flour. We've got that being made. But we might need to step up the production of flour. Add a second baking unit here, or a mill here. If that's the case, though, we are definitely not crapping out enough wheat. So it might be worth upgrading this to a greenhouse. Maybe even a greenhouse 2, just to get more out of it. We might also step up the fertility here. Put more fertilizer in, that is. Not sure. I really kind of poorly designed this because I really should have had a tank here. Maybe I should rearrange this a bit. Might be worth having, I think it's going to be worth having a greenhouse here for corn too. Growing corn and wheat in a greenhouse. Just like Grandpa used to do it. Because we're going to need... Let's just pretend we're going to need 16 plus 6 plus 10. And you're using 16. So, yeah, we actually do need 2 of these right away. Delete this pipe. Move these down again. Put this over there. Oops, I screwed that up. Delete this belt. Push that over there again. Put one of these over here. Split this belt to go that way. 32, that's fine. Let's do some elevator lifts here on this U-shape. I wonder if I should flip this one too. Yeah, let's flip this one too. There. U-shaped lift, just that high is fine. There. You'll go over there and we'll move this again, like there for now. Iron sorting plant is full due to something. Dirt. Do we... Oh! Oh! Really? Alright. This goes like this then. We dug out all that dirt. We're getting that beginning part there and filled up that output. Alright, back up to this. So you're okay there. Figure out how we want to put that in. I'll move you again, actually. Come over there. No. Cancel that. Move you right there. I don't want that either, or do I? Actually, I'm okay with that. Let's put you right there. That'll go into that. This will go like this. We need one of these right there. Flip it. Full sorting plant's complaining probably for the same reason. Yeah, dirt. Alright, that's fine. This goes like this and into those guys. And then you get this. So, let's go ahead and make these so as we continue working. One baking unit right there. Shift. One of these can go in. That. And then you can go like this. And I think that'll do okay. And we're now growing, 13.8 wheat. We're going to need like 3 times that much. We're going to need like 32. Let's go ahead and do, well, full scale, so that means turn these all off. Nope, nope, not potatoes. Not potatoes. They'll screw everything up. There. That's 15.3. And go max on fertilizer. Gives me 21.3. I guess that's a good start. See how that plays out. I don't know where we're at with corn. We'll see where corn's at later. I might tweak this stuff to get a buffer here. At some point here. We unlocked aluminum. I have no idea about that. Alright, so we're making 21.3. Let's see how that holds up. Because we're not actually using all 32 anyways. So this, flour we can bring in via truck. Sugar we have ready to go here. Oil we have ready to go here. What else we got? Eggs. Oh, that's how you get rid of some of the eggs. And then fruit. Okay, so we can just bring all this in straight. This is an easy one. Let's see. Storage. Fluid storage. We need that one. And then we need a flat storage. There. And then we need 1, 2, 3. No. Wait, flour. No, wait. Flour was, or sugar was not flat. We need 3 of these, though. Flour, fruit, and eggs. And then we need 1 of these for, oops, I missed. It's fine. Sugar. This is going to make 14 cake. I have no idea if that's enough or not. And then we need an output like this. Let's do some work here. You there. You there. You come out by 1, so you're like there. You go there. And you go there. I think. This. None of these are big numbers. 10's our biggest. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. And this goes there. Okay, so it's flour, sugar, oil, eggs, and fruit. Let's do flour here. Command it all. Eggs here. Fruit here. Sugar here. And then oil here. And then you can actually just be right into that. It's fine. Alright, let's move this. Here-ish, I guess. Put it here. Make it so. And this will be cake. Coming out. And then we need another one of these for cake. Cake. Why was I not seeing it? Oh, it's right there. Dear. Okay. Cake. Make it so. Now, how many eggs did that take? Because I didn't even look at the numbers, really. 2. Okay. Let's see. Doc, welcome in. Good to see you. We made sausage and cake, and we have nuclear power kind of going. I think it would be worth, maybe turning it up. It's not really doing a whole lot. That gets us, I think that's the last of the food, or if it's not the last of the food, it's really damn close. I think it's the last of it. Yeah, that's the last of the food. So we have all the foods. There's one or two more things we'll need to bring in that aren't food here. I think all the outputs are good to go. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, doing well. Ah, iron's all backed up here. That's good. Good. Sand is all backed up too. Things are going well. All right, let's take a look at this new smelting stuff. We've actually had it for a while, but we ignored it for a while, and now we can actually do it. The reason we ignored it for a while, just to kind of flash you all back to it, let's go in. Now let's do just iron. Molten iron, I think. Yeah. Just kind of remind you all, we've been doing Blast Furnace 2, which takes 48 scrap or 48 iron ore crushed. Also adds in some limestone when it's crushed to produce 48 molten iron. We've had the arc furnaces for a while. They took the graphite that we weren't sure we could reliably produce cheaply. But they went back down to 24, and I didn't want to step down to 24. I wanted to stay at 48. So I didn't want to do this step down, so we just said screw it. Plus we didn't have a reasonable supply of graphite, so I screwed it again. Truck is struggling. Why is truck struggling? We got another stuck. Said do this. What else is struggling? Oh yeah, both of the delivery trucks there. Here's itching. Okay, so back to what we were looking at, which was here. Molten iron. So we decided to wait until we had arc furnaces 2, which brought us back up to the 48. Still uses the same amount of limestone, but we do need to bring water in for this one. It's fine, but it does also produce some low pressure steam, so we're going to want to use that somehow. We could turn that into electricity. I don't know what else we would do with it, honestly. We could do that. We might be able to turn it into water, though, too. But I think at that point, we might as well turn it into electricity first. Because why not? Let's see. Low pressure steam. Yeah, we might as well turn it into a little bit of electricity. No. Only making brine. This is everything that consumes low pressure steam here. Maybe a high pressure steam one? I don't know. Maybe. Not a low pressure steam. Yeah, there's a lot of things that use high pressure steam. All the aforementioned refining process, all the oil refining and stuff uses low pressure or use high pressure steam. So we have to have low pressure. So we'll just turn that into mechanical power and call it a day. The only other thing we could do is store the heat, but then we have to use the heat. So I don't really want to do this either. So I think we'll just turn it into power through a low pressure turbine. However much we're going to produce of this low pressure steam, we'll get depleted steam out of it. And then we'll turn that depleted steam into water at a 3 to 4 rate. And then we'll just supplement this process with additional water. And I think that'll be fine. So let's go back here. So we're going to do these. And there's the equivalent recipes for copper, glass. What the heck else uses that arc furnace? Arc furnace. Where was it at? There it is. Iron, copper, glass, and silicon. We'll also do the silicon recipe upgrade too, part of this. So when we do this rebuild, I suppose I should plan on putting all of these kind of near each other. Maybe even this one, but definitely the glass, the iron, steel, and the copper all kind of near each other. It might be worthwhile to put them up here, although that just makes it further to drive to get to the stuff. So maybe not. So let's see. So instead of blast furnaces, we have arc furnaces. Let's go ahead and start taking a look at this. We're not going to get it all done tonight, but we'll start taking a look. Smelting. We'll start with iron stuff here. Arc furnace, which is a stage, which is a tier 4 basically. Backwards, you go there. I already sound tired. Yeah. I mean, we're getting there. So I don't want to overexert myself here. We'll do these 2 recipes. Iron. It'll be the same for copper. Same build exactly for copper. Same build exactly for glass. Yes, same build exactly for glass. These 2 are backward compared to these guys, but it uses more stuff as well, but that's okay. And then silicon here. And then there's an aluminum recipe too that we have coming. Or we have coming. But we'll play with iron first, and then it won't be hard to convert it over to the others. Right off the bat, this basically just gets put into place in place of these, with a belt bringing in the graphite instead of the coal. Which, by the way, that makes me think, what else are we even using coal for right now? Besides smelting? Filter media? Yeah, and we'll still need a little bit of it for silicon. Our coal usage is gonna basically go to 0. I need to keep an eye on these, by the way, to make sure, because I just thought about something. If I run out of space for graphite, then that will back up and cause me problems. So I may need to move all this and put a balancer in here, and still have an exhaust. Actually, I probably should do that. Let's do 1. Move it out by 1. Where's that pipe? Delete this and this stuff. Delete that as well. Let's see. Getting distracted again. Get rid of that. Pipe balancer, go here. It also lets me balance to make sure that I use this first, which is not a bad deal. Flip that back around. See, get rid of that. No, not what I wanted. Unity, please. There we go. And then this can go into there. That won't work, will it? No, that doesn't work. Delete that. R. Oh, R. How about if we do this instead? No, I want you to go into that one. There we go. All right. And you go there also. Make that so. You can do Unity. That's great. And then we'll still do an exhaust here. Big smokestack. Right in there. One of these pipes like that. And you could just regular build that because we aren't going to need it for a while. We're already out right there. Do the same thing on this side. Move that guy. That guy. That guy. Delete this pipe, delete that junction. You need that. Flip this. And then give me a copy of this so I don't have to redo all the shenanigans. Here, please, like this. Unity, Unity, Unity. Build, build. That'll work. So that one paused. I don't need anymore. Don't need paused anymore, so go ahead and let it unpause. Okay, back to distraction mode. Let's see. You're kicking out exhaust right now. We need to pipe instead. We also need to deal with this water vapor here. Or steam, rather. That'll be fine. The biggest problem is I'm one space short now. I need one more space here. But I could move this up by one. I could put the night. No, I can't do that. I could hump these two over the nitrogen pipe and put the nitrogen vent out here, though. And that would work out okay. How does that look for iron? I would need to move these out too. Which will be fine because I can move this out easily enough. Rather than... I'm just trying to do this rather than doing a full rebuild. But maybe the full rebuild is necessary because then I can deal with the steam. And I can deal with the exhaust filtering, recycling stuff. Yeah, I'm probably going to need to do that. Okay. But it won't be too convoluted because the... we can basically use the same plan and just shift things around. So in that case, I will just shift this thing, make it out a bit further, basically bring all this back down one whole line, and we'll swap out the coal line for a flat belt full of graphite. We'll swap out we'll bring in a line or a pipe of water there. That won't be a problem. Drop into these spots. The steam will go out all to one end, and however much it tallies up to be, it's not much. Let's see. Go into here again. It's not much. I mean, we're talking about 6 each recipe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. Times 6 is 66. Low pressure steam. One of these big old turbines here can consume 48, so we need 2 of them. And then we'll get 48 depleted steam back. There are 66 depleted steam back. We'll turn that into 3/4 of that of water, and then we'll just pipe in water from out of the ground or something. Won't be that much water, so we can pipe it in, we can truck it in, we can do something with it. We're already bringing in water here, so it might just be worth doing something with that as well. We can figure that out. The biggest challenge is going to be figuring out where to put it. Up here seems like a good place because it's open. We also have water up there, so we could even just pump the water in out of that. That might not be a bad plan then. Let me know your thoughts on that. Anything else you might have. That brings all of these materials further away, but they're only further away until we have to start training them in anyways. So at that point, we're going to have to do something completely different anyway. So we'll leave it. Or we'll figure that out when we get there. But for now, we'll do it, yes. For now, we will leave this here. We're gonna find ourselves a raid target. We'll have to finish this wall next time. Also cleaning up this mountain. Hoping they'll finish up this here. Maybe I do something like this. And I make them clean up their act a little bit. And then they can come out and clean up this mountain and these other little bits here. And then we can finish this wall up. Maybe I'll do some of it off camera. And keep going with this stuff. Batman, welcome in. We'll probably turn this up just so that maybe it produces a little bit more stable power with the build we have here. Might be necessary to do that. We can experiment with that next time. And then we'll get into whatever else came up here. Figuring out what we need aluminum for. At this point, I don't know what we need it for. What computing does. Electrolyzer 2, we might be able to just delete that one. We can remove sausage production. We're talking about that. Cargo depots that are bigger, we could deal with those too, but we'll figure that out later. Yeah, we'll figure this all out. Lots of stuff to do, lots of time to do it in. Alright, let's find ourselves a raid target and get out of here. How about City Rat? City Rat raided us the other day. Remember what day that was? Couple streams ago anyway. And I think it might have been Sunday even. And so we'll return the favor. They're playing World of Warcraft. See what might be new over there as well. So thank you all for coming and hanging out, chatting, redeeming, and all the things. And let's see here, this one, yeah. We'll be back again on Saturday with more Captive Industry. In the meantime, join us in Discord. You can hang out and talk about games, technology, share memes, make fun of Caledorn, and join us on Friday night, tomorrow night, that is, for Community Game Night. We pick a game that is free or cheap to play. We have a list of them that we regularly do, and we pick from that, or take a new suggestion, or whatever. They're cheap to play. Make fun of Batman? We don't make fun of Batman. They're cheap to play, or most of them are free, actually. So it's easy to jump into. And then finally, if you aren't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, or whatever it is, following my YouTube channel, make sure you check that out, because there's additional games over there. Based on what I know right now, we are going to have 3 new games or DLCs, new DLCs for existing games in November. So you'll want to come and hang out and check out those as well. But for now, thank you all for coming. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for chatting and redeeming. Bloodfighter, once again, thank you for the follow. And we'll see you all again on Saturday if you aren't able to make it for game night tomorrow night. Have a good one. Bye for now.